Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar. This video is sponsored by Huggies and Pampers because if it's one industry that needs some diapers, it's the gaming industry because they're leaking everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I've talked about video game leaks, alright, the Insomniac leak. Today we're going to be talking about another Rockstar Games leak, and it ain't GTA 6. The entire source code for GTA 5 has apparently leaked online. And you bet that I spent the better part of the night researching this entire thing so I could tell you more about such a grandiose event. Now, to understand, I am totally okay with talking about leaks, especially with this one, just because there is no personal data. As far as I understand, employee emails were leaked out, but nothing like addresses, passports, anything of that nature. That said, though, anytime personal information gets leaked out, it's a bad situation regardless. Now, my nose sounds weird. It's because I have a bit of the flu kicking up. So to understand, GTA 5, old game, almost like, 11 years old at this point? Well, it's already past its 10-year anniversary. It's basically Rockstar's cash cow. Actually, not GTA 5, GTA Online. But, of course, GTA 6 is on the horizon, 2025, so what better time for, I guess, all of 5 to basically be leaked out, apparently. So let's look through exactly just what got thrown out. So, in a few Telegram circles, you've actually gotten a few individuals who are giving out Tor download links. Now, I'm obviously blurring these download links, just because I'm not here to spread any of these leaks. I know that at this moment, Take-Two lawyers are pissing and shitting themselves, and they are sending out every assassin they can, so I'm not ever going to get on the bad side there. But to understand, according to accounts like GTA Focal, who basically showcased a directory tree of the full source code of GTA 5, which includes code, core, the multiplayer folder, single player, tools, various batch scripts, and whatnot. This is effectively what appears to be the development product, the development source code behind Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, for those of you who don't know what source code is effectively the building blocks. It's what a program looks like before it has been built and compiled. Now, when you get a game source code, you are potentially able to do a lot of things with it. You can better the PC port. You could probably port this game to other devices, like the Switch or something, right? Again, I'm extrapolating a lot. It's not as simple, but with source code, you can really have unprecedented access into the game that you never could before. And unfortunately, some people can take this code and reverse engineer a lot of Rockstar's efforts and probably see this inputted into other games. So Rockstar basically foots the bill for researching and developing some concepts, and some other people might just end up getting them for free. But let's go look at exactly where this hack came from. This wasn't entirely new. It's not as if anybody breached anything. This is actually a hack that has been circulating from 2022. So at the time, back last year, all source code assets for GTA 5 are available, along with GTA 6 documentation. Speak me in DMs. The source for GTA 6 was not at sale, but they were clearly selling GTA 5. So 10 clown emojis later, they ended up actually releasing it. And one friend of the channel, 5's Underground, actually spoke with the person responsible for leaking this product. So you can see how they proved that they actually have these leaks here. They give these two folders, one of these zipped up as GTA VSP. And of course, you can see that some of these are 4.5 gigabytes zipped up. Some of them are 3.4 gigs zipped up too. So these seem like pretty legitimate leaks. Now, according to 5's Underground, they had a conversation with these people and said, basically, hey, mystery solved. Nerds were going schizo. Why Christmas? For real, because lawyers are currently out of the office right now. January 1st is when cease and desist start getting handed out. But for now, this is a world without civil litigation at the moment, for the most part. So the actual hacker said, not fully, we wanted to release a bit later, but it got leaked faster than expected. So we had to rush things a bit and give out the clear GTA 5 source code, untampered, full, and malware-free. So effectively, that's basically what happened. Because this was already being leaked out by other unsavory parties, the less savory party gave out a fresh, clean, virgin, untouched, malware-free leak so people can, I guess, dig through it without having their computers ransomed or having crypto miners installed, okay? And speaking of 5's Underground, I actually ended up buying a cyber bomb off of them too. So probably around Wednesday, you're probably going to get a video where I actually take like 50 million pieces of malware and see what happens to a flea market computer. the results are not going to be good. It will be the death of a product, but that'll be for a later date. So in amongst this leak, there was also other things like this GTA 6 Python script, which really didn't appear to amount to much, and a few individuals talking about Bully 2 as being part of this leak, which isn't surprising. Bully 2 is a game that was confirmed to basically be in development, and a few ex-employees at Rockstar pretty much confirmed that it was canceled. So this is not a game that's ever going to, at least in my opinion, see the light of day. As much as I would love a Bully 2, bro, as much as I would love Manhunt 3, these are two franchises that I think Rockstar will never take the controversy on again. But let's go dive into exactly some of the more, I guess, sad things in this leak too. So GTA 5 is one of the biggest games that Rockstar made, and it was the one game in their HD universe that didn't have substantial single-player DLC. That and Red Dead 2. So if you remember, back in GTA 4, Rockstar released two pieces of content, The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony. Two actual expansions to GTA 4 that may as well have been their own games. They had their own campaigns, their own collectibles, their own exclusive gameplay features. These were effectively two separate Grand Theft Auto games released and bundled into one big game. So obviously you could see having three characters in GTA 4 at the time would translate over to the Rockstar probably playing around with the idea of three switchable characters in 5. However, Rockstar also worked on Red Dead Redemption 1, where they released one massive expansion known as Undead Nightmare, which is by far and favorite a lot of people's favorite expansion ever made, and I'm one of those people. It's a zombie expansion for an amazing Wild West open world game that absolutely can stand on its own, and it does, as its standalone release. So Rockstar actually had 8 pieces of single-player DLC that they were going to release for GTA 5, but these never ended up coming out. So these actually include things like SP Assassination, which is the Assassination Pack, probably a set of missions, SP Manhunt. Oh, God, what I wish this was actually a reference to Manhunt of the franchise. And of course, it's not. So to understand the Assassination Pack, I don't really see anywhere in the final game, but the Manhunt Pack were the only thing close to Manhunt that we got was a few cosmetics in GTA Online. That's it. Not a bit of gameplay, not a bit of missions added at all. Then you had the GTA 5 SP Norman Pack, which apparently was supposed to be a zombie game mode with Michael, which again, zombies in GTA 5 would be killer, okay? Thankfully, there are at least some mods that do that. So we never ended up getting this apparent zombie expansion. Then you had DLC Agent Trevor, which this apparently, from what I understand, ended up being the Doomsday heist for GTA Online, which I guess was supposed to be single player anyways, but if that's true, at least we got the gameplay in some capacity. Then you had the GTA 5 Relationship Pack. I don't know if they were inspired by fucking Persona 5 here. Maybe I could take my boys out and build my relationship index up. I don't know. Would be cool. Then you had the GTA 5 SP Enterprise Pack, which, if that sounds anywhere close to the full game, it's probably the Executive and Enterprises DLC, where you have to do like CEO work, where we're just stealing packages and selling them. Maybe that got diminished to just another online grind. Then the last two actually hurt the most, which is DLC Prologue. So this is GTA 5 Prologue DLC. If you don't remember, the first part of GTA 5 was in the city of North Yankton. So that's where the game started. And it was a small area that you could kind of free roam in, very barely. If that was included as the DLC, boy, it would be sick. I would love to have a prologue heist as part of the main expansion. That would be sick. New area to cause mayhem in. Then you've got DLC Liberty 5. And this is apparently supposed to be all of Liberty City ported over to GTA 5. Now, there were rumblings about this happening in GTA Online, and there was a period earlier on where Rockstar was taking down entire map mods like GTA Underground, Liberty City, State of Liberty City, GTA 5 on San Andreas, Vice Cry, and a bunch of other map mods for older GTA games and GTA 4 and 5, where I guess apparently it was all based on their assets. In some cases, things like Vice Cry were apparently fully original mods, no converted assets. Still, Take-Two and their legal team went out of their way to take these mods down, and for a while we thought maybe it's because they were remaking the 3 original games, which they did, but for people who were part of GTA 5 Online, right, maybe there was a Liberty City expansion coming across at some point. Look, at the end of the day, the biggest sad part about this is GTA Online cost us a lot of single-player DLC that could have propelled GTA 5 into a single-player class beyond what it already was. I already loved the GTA 5 single-player. I think it's a great single-player in the first place. And damned if people will hate me for saying that. I enjoy it. One of my favorite movies is Heat. GTA 5 is like the playable version of that movie, as close as I'm ever going to get. And when it comes to the DLCs, obviously would I've loved to go back to Liberty City? Sure. Would I've loved to engage in the prologue? Absolutely. Does some of the online take away that single-player DLC? Absolutely. And it seems like for a lot of this expansion that didn't come out for the solo players, it did somehow show up for GT Online. And of course, we can debate the quality of that. Obviously, GT Online is a pretty hot button issue for players in this community because you either love Rockstar for putting all of their time and effort into the online service, or you fucking hate them for doing that and basically costing us expansions to a single-player game. And whatever side you're on, obviously it sucks if we miss any content. If content especially that seems to be good. Would I love to go back to Liberty City? Sure. Are we going to get it? Probably not. And unless you get these outdated mods where you can actually add Liberty City, yeah, it should not be that close to Los Santos, but this is probably the only way you're going to get access to Liberty City. If you own the PC version and you somehow mod the maps in, okay? Shouldn't really be promoting that. I don't know if Take-Two is fine with me saying it. I kind of already don't care. But there are also other mods too. For instance, with Red Dead Redemption 2 very recently, they got a mod where they finally re-added Mexico into the game. And it seems to be a pretty good mod. I mean, even the goddamn interiors look gorgeous. I mean, they literally have everything modeled perfectly in this game. So the fact that PC players can finally re-add content that should have probably been in the game to begin with is just great. However, the really scary part about all of this, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that we only have 4-something gigs of source code. There's apparently a discussion right now where 200 gigabytes of source code information could be released. And 200 gigabytes, that is a lot of actual leak, okay? That is probably leaks from GTA 5, maybe even maps or player models from Bully 2, games that will never see the light of day. Apparently, there is an entire map of Agent, the most canceled Rockstar game. You have to be as old as I am to even remember the name Agent. That apparently has a map floating around too. So there has been a lot of interesting leaks that have come out of it to show you how far some of these games have reached in their early development. And since they're canceled and they'll never come back, I, for one, don't find a moral issue with looking at the leaks of Bully 2. Because, you know, Rockstar is never going to make it, so you might as well see what they did make. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. So yeah, GTA 5 source code has been leaked. One of the scarier parts is people have obviously started speculating that will GTA Online become unsafe to play? Which is such a weird thing to say, as if GTA 5 was ever safe to play in the first place. So just because the source code is out there, I'm sure that there's going to be some people that will pick through the trash and find a few new exploits, but everything nasty and nefarious that can be done in GTA Online is already being done anyways, okay? All right, yes, they're booting you off sessions. Yes, they're killing your system. Yes, they're doing nasty things to you through GTA 5. And you know what? Before Rockstar started switching to IP relays, they could just grab your IP and DDoS you anytime you wanted. GTA has always been an unsafe game to play online, in my opinion. If you want any safe GTA, go play 5M. Go wait for GTA 6 to drop and pray. I mean, really pray that Rockstar fixes their network shit by then. But if you're playing on consoles, which at this point you probably should be because there's exclusive content to the consoles that will never show up on PC apparently, you might as well stick playing there. Nothing discovered in the source code is going to cause you harm, as far as I understand, with the console versions, okay? Because they're such tightly controlled environments, and there's no chance of games or hackers running modified code on currently updated PlayStations and Xboxes. But yeah, GTA 5 source code has been leaked, and there's been a lot to talk about. There's been a lot of interesting content. There's actually been a few calls to something known as GTA Tokyo, which might have been a very serious release in another country under the GTA umbrella. But again, the factuals on that is something I'm still kind of laying down. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, interesting leak. And is it going to cause delays for GTA 6? I don't think so. A lot of the stuff is GTA 5, and a lot of it is very, very old stuff that doesn't really have anything to do with GTA 6. It would be one thing if the entire plot details for GTA 6 got definitively leaked. Huge chunks of the gameplay, shit, even a playable build, for crying out loud. If that got leaked, then sure, I could probably see a delay for Rockstar to go back to the drawing board and start really changing things around. But for now, GTA 5 is already such old news. For the game to finally be leaked in its entirety, apparently, I don't think anything is going to happen. Obviously, it's a pretty bad day for Rockstar, because if you have worked on projects like this and you are sitting on source code that, again, you spent time and money researching and building, it does suck to see it now freely flow on the internet, so to speak. But that said, I'm going to make some chicken soup. I'm going to try working this flu off, and I'm going to play with a cyber bomb. That being said, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, I'm out.